A massive, mysterious road crack in New Jersey just forced families to evacuate. And the entire town has no idea, and officials haven't said why it's got there. But that's what we need to investigate right now because this crack actually grew more overnight. CBS News came out and said the experts went out there, and this has been moving for about 48 hours. So the families can't come back until they figure out what the full shift of the ground is. And secondly, they are looking at utilities because the gas lines are dangerous here for them to be able to return. So just like this, the ground instability that we're actually witnessing take place, not just here in areas like New Madrid where it's sinking. This is a situation where we're seeing this across different regions of America. The ground has been shifting and sinking. Magma movements along the East Coast. We've talked about all this. New York just had a situation where you had the ground break open and collapse just a day before this. So what could cause this to open without an earthquake or any warning at all? We're going to get to that because I found some strange details. But first, let's listen to people that live close to the area and what the official size of this crack is.
A massive crack on a busy New Jersey highway.
Yeah, folks, let me show you the breach in the roadway that is right behind me. This started last Thursday, actually, and we were told that last night it only grew about 1/8 of an inch. But experts are out here. Engineers are out on the road. They're concerned about the water and sewer lines and the gas lines that run underground, and then the utility lines being stretched overhead. It is 3 feet deep and slices a crooked ravine down one of the busiest roads in the area.
When I first looked at it, it was maybe 4 to 6 inches. Now they're saying 2 to 3 feet that the street dropped.
From what that resident just said, it gives us a key into something is shifting a little bit faster there. But when we look at this area, Woodbridge, New Jersey, it's not directly on a fault line, but it's close to Ramapo Fault. But something strange happened just a week before this that potentially may have disturbed multiple faults. What was strange about this that officials in Hopatcong didn't come out and confirm what the noise was, from the police to the NASA. People thought it was Picatinny Arsenal because the base is 20 minutes away, but the spokesperson came out and said that they did not have any noise coming from their installation at the time. So if it's not NASA, not the police, not the military, we're left with one other source that it very well could be. This noise is right next to Ramapo Fault. There's Hopatcong, and you also have Bridgewater and Hopewell faults. This could have very well disturbed the fault system, and the street in New Jersey looks more like a surface rupture because you can see the street broke, but also you can see into the soil layers, it broke as well. But how can a strange noise add up in this situation? Now, when we get the boom, there's something specific also underneath, deep below. If pressure is building up, that's called rock bursts, and they cause explosive sounding situations. A boom you get, and it comes from deep down below. Here's an example of when some miners are underground and a rock just bursts. Look at that. They didn't do it. They actually had to start running. As you can see the headlights on there, they're starting to run to get away. So could these mining operations be something that caused some of this underground pressure? It could be another role. I'm not saying it couldn't be, but these bursts also happen on a natural geological level. USGS have recorded situations like this, but in fact, none of this was reported and told anything to us about what this noise was, which makes it just that much more strange. You're going to be like, well, it produced a flash. So how can a rock burst cause that situation? Quartz. So, and if we look at New Jersey, State Department of Environment, you find out that they have a quartzite underground. And what happens is when a rock burst happens, a triboluminescence happens, this glow from the rock, from the explosive situation, and it causes it actually to create a flash. So what is coming? I'm going to give you that because nature.com released the land subsidence zone, and actually right next door to where the ground crack in Woodbridge Township, New Jersey, sinking is coming. So you can see right here on this map, right in that lower section here, that's right next to Woodbridge Township where the ground cracked. And if we just look over a little bit, this is Staten Island where the sinking will be happening here as well. Another fault line sits here right on Staten Island where it will sink, called Cameron Line. And this is deep water, continental sediment areas where this is going to be shifting. So this crack in the ground could be telling us pressure also off of this area is coming as well. So we're going to be watching more of that as the East Coast moves into the shift, along with New Madrid also having this sinking going on. And you need to subscribe right now because I'm mapping out every zone so that you can be safe and know right away what's going on as soon as I get the information.
It slows us down a little bit. We can get out, but it's hard for us to get back in. So it kind of slows us down, a little bit, but we'll make do.
Repairs could take months. There is plenty of speculation about the cause of the fissure, including work being done to build a new plant nearby. City leaders are waiting for engineers to determine what caused the road to rupture.
Nobody has really started to dig in to look at the cause because they have to fix the problem first. And the problem is serious. It's a road that is very busy, especially for commerce, for trucks. It connects Staten Island and Perth Amboy through Woodbridge to Edison and New Brunswick.
The real issue is the heat under New York, New Jersey area, Central Appalachian Anomaly, Northern Appalachian Anomaly, which they said the heat was definitely starting to have a movement towards New York. And the heat is already there. And the Appalachian Mountains is right next there. And over time, it's been uplifted, and it's continuously being uplifted with hot rock under the mantle. Stuff still happening as we speak. So all those shifts are currently underway right now. So the major question is this why they just come out and told us that, yeah, there's some new faults that we didn't tell you about in New Jersey just a month ago, right after we saw a bunch of earthquakes hit New York and New Jersey.
They installed more seismometers, and those instruments have prompted, they say, the discovery of a new fault line in New Jersey. For Columbia geologist Dr. Folaren Kolawole, the data produced by the quake could be invaluable, identifying a new fault line in Hunterdon County never before discovered in New Jersey. Using machine learning and a network of seismometers installed after last spring's magnitude 4.8 quake, they connected more than 1,000 tiny aftershocks to pinpoint the new fault's location.
Once the land starts sinking, New Jersey already knows that's coming because they prepared with this new road infrastructure plan. Just as Portland officials have got earthquake-ready bridges prepared for this new infrastructure because they know the shift is coming and underground movement is changing. Just as well as the Golden Gate Bridge is being retrofitted so that they can prepare for when this big underground shift happens as well. All these are signs that officials inside the government know that this is a huge time to make massive shifts, that if we don't make these shifts, then our infrastructure, we won't be connected to bridgeways and roadways. And a lot of these major ways support supply chains. So this is a very important situation to be aware of. And actually, one of the bigger reasons is when land subsidence happen, the sinking, the bridges also can sink as well right into the ground. So that's why they have to go and retrofit them. And the question is, can you even retrofit around sinking? You know what? I'm going to get this for you. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So all the bridges that are in these liquefaction zones, and then the areas we need to specifically look at that's currently going through something, I'm going to put that together for you. I'm pretty sure that's something you want and need. And outside of that, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to continue to follow every part of the land sinks and everything else. This is what I need for you to do, though. If you have anything, look at the top of the comments at sjackson2447@gmail.com. Get the eyewitness videos to us right away so we can help you and we can monitor this together, because that's what we're doing here. And I promise you, to survive what's coming, you need to watch this New Madrid sinking video. Nobody else has it and it's being hidden from you. Don't let that happen.